Happy Sunday. We're just gonna do a quick reading today. I'd like to do a reading for Scorpios who are experiencing some sort of spiritual awakening or delving into their sort of psychic intuition. So we're gonna use the Thoth Tarot deck, and we'll just jump right in. Spirit, please protect this reading today. Send any negative energies back transmuted. Let's encounter this reading with love and light. Thank you so much. Can we do Princess of Discs coming out sideways? Strength, we got Sagittarius. Beautiful. Sorry, this one wants to come out too. The Hierophant reverse, the Universe reverse on the bottom. I believe this is the Temperance card in this deck. Cool. So in our reading on Friday, we talked about how art and creation is one of the 4 ways that Carl Jung in the Red Book discusses using the material from our subconscious. Quote, it says, we'll just read this one. It's on page 66. In most cases, the mind evidently drops out of the irrelevant stuff automatically and delivers the end product, whereas you bring along the whole business, matrix, process, and product. Naturally, it is frightfully more difficult to handle. Then my hour was up. So this quote comes from a letter from his editor at the time of the original Liber Novus manuscript, saying that usually when somebody delivers material from the unconscious, it's already sort of detached from like the whole matrix of the unconscious and the process of like uncovering that. Whereas Carl Jung's Red Book was all like, it was like a map of how to do shadow work essentially, like how to delve into the unconscious, what the matrix of the unconscious looks like, and what it looks like to be able to transmute that into art using this temperance. His soul here pointedly urged him to publish his material, at which he balked. 3 days later, his soul informed him that the new religion, quote, expresses itself visibly only in the transformation of human relations. Relations do not let themselves be replaced by the deepest knowledge. Moreover, a religion doesn't consist only in knowledge, but at its visible level in a new ordering of human affairs. Therefore, expect no further knowledge from me. You know everything that is to be known about the revelation offered to you, but you are not yet living out everything that is to be lived at this time, unquote. Jung's quote-unquote I replied, I can well understand and accept this, however, just how the knowledge could be implemented in life is dark to me. You must teach me this. His soul said, there isn't much to say about this. It is not as rational as you're inclined to think. The way is symbolic. So, for my Scorpios who are sort of engaged in spiritual awakening or following your intuition, what I'm seeing here is that this may be a little bit off kilter in your material reality. Like you're learning how to incorporate it into your material reality, but this is taking like quite a lot of your vitality. This 9 is indicating you're almost there. Just keep at it. The sun and the moon on either side of this wand is also indicating that you're following your intuition, and the forces of like night and day of nature are aligning in your world of your sort of binary thought processes. They're starting to intermingle in a way that's helping you to like follow this middle path This middle path occurs because of this transmutation. You're able to live your life as an art, basically. You're realizing that spiritual fortitude involves, but like living in a way that adheres to your spiritual beliefs. So you're physically enacting in the material world, and mentally and emotionally and spiritually, your spiritual beliefs, and you're seeing the beliefs playing out on your material reality. And this is allowing you, or this is showing you, that your life as it unfolds is the art, is the beauty, is the creation, the whole idea of being made in God's image, whatever God is to you. This Knight of Wands tells me that in this context you have an energy coming in of wanting to like make something, an inspiration, wanting to make something happen. And then you have the Hanged Man with the Hierophant reversed here and the Universe reversed. I'm going to pull Ace of Pentacles. And like materially in your reality, your coins are being affected, your actual like stability is being affected. Living your life as this, in this form of like, it is an art. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a creator of some sorts, but also just the life that you are living is unfolding as an art, is creating this sense of feeling unstable in your physical world. Clarified again by this Princess of Discs here. But she's learning the sense of overcoming duality. She's got this, she's pregnant, and she's got this disc with the yin yang here in the unfolding petals of that. She's also got I think this is stone. This throne is like of stone, and behind her these branches of the woods. So she's in the forest, but she's like one with it. Of Pentacles reversed. I'm getting an idea that what you thought it was to be this like spiritual being is not exactly what you in your ego expected. We have Swiftness reversed here, and the Three of Wands, Virtue. You're having to stay connected to some sort of I'm seeing like you're having to stay connected to some sort of Sun in Aries here. This inspiration is this Knight of Wands. You're having to stay connected to some sort of higher ideal, and perhaps if the messages that you're getting from Spirit are actually messages from Spirit, or from some other influence. With the Universe reversed, it's asking, you're questioning whether the reality that you're creating is actually to see the results of. It's taking longer than you thought, and this Knight energy is like you wanting to act, but this Hanged Man and the Ace of Discs is indicating that the universe will carry you. You're in a state of free fall, and you're sort of in the midst of bringing up the runes, as in Odin hanging from the tree. This Ankh indicates the water of life, and then the snake here indicates like the unfolding of the cosmic serpent of creation in the dreaming, or basically the underworld. Let's see here. Also the sacrifice that one makes for spiritual knowledge. Three of Wands. I wasn't going to use the tarot today, but I think I will. I'm being called to clarify with the tarot. Three of Wands indicates. Why is the Three of Wands here for Scorpio? I'm going to take this. Defeated, and you're in your Hermit energy during this Virgo season. Two of Swords, somebody's been cruel to you. Okay, Sorrow. Chariot reverse has come out a few times. Okay, I just pulled a bunch of cards, just feeling drawn to do that. We have sorrow and defeat and cruelty. Bunch of Swords. So, of Swords here. With a Seven of Cups reversed. Gemini. Libra. So what I'm getting is you're trying to be fair in your thoughts, and this is actually like maybe leading you to be cruel to yourself. You've also had somebody cruel to, like, this cruelty of somebody, perhaps a Gemini, or related to this like Venus retrograde kind of season. Oop. This card wants to come out. Transmuted through the way you're living your life. Yeah, and this is actually like you in this restful, peaceful state after having kind of encountered these cruelties, this sorrow, this defeat, this being in this Two of Swords, like peaceful energy is actually how you're transmuting kind of all of this. Man, you've been through some stuff, and this is all I'm being called to put on top of this Strength card here because you've been strong through all of this. You have Debauch, Seven of Cups reversed, so your cup was full, but it was full of like, I mean, emotionally, like you really needed to like drain that swamp I'm seeing. This is Scorpio, so yeah. Curious, the Moon in Libra. Something related to like a Scorpio and an Aquarius, and a Libra. And this left you feeling like icky emotionally, and this is being like drained essentially. That's this Seven is like basically spirit coming through and giving you an opportunity to drain all this with this rest and with establishing like your life as a form of like art, taking the time to envision and manifest what that will look like. Although you're not quite ready to act on it yet, you are wanting to, and you're being encouraged to stay in this Hanged Man energy just a bit longer. That 9 is indicating Odin hung on the tree for 9 days, so you're almost there. And he was at the verge of like death when he pulled up those runes, but the runes gave us sacred knowledge, and not just for us, for other people. You have the Hermit energy, again, another 9, major arcana, and Virgo rules the Hermit, so you're being called here to hold your light, maintain your light, especially your spiritual light. I learned something about the priestess today in the tarot. She usually in the regular tarot is flanked by these two pillars, Yakin and Boaz, which are the pillars that were on either side of the entrance to Solomon's temple. In the Rosicrucian tradition, which is highly influential in this Thoth deck, there's a lot of rose crosses, like on the Six of Swords, for instance. In the Rosicrucian tradition, those pillars are one of 3 pillars indicating mercy, and one's mercy, one is severity, and then the third pillar is like the realm between those two where the High Priestess sits, and the High Priestess gains her knowledge by going through the like Sephiroth, or the Tree of Life, in the Kabbalah, traditions of the Kabbalah, sorry. She's able to transmute knowledge from heaven to earth, also specifically from the underworld to the present. So we had a reading indicating that you might be in communication with your ancestors or with the other side in some way, shape, or form. You might have like pictures of passed on loved ones. You might want to like give offerings at an altar, or give thanks in prayer to those who came before you, and this will help you feel more connected. This Eight of Swords is overthinking energy, more overthinking, like you're trying to use your mind, or you've been trying to use your mind to keep you balanced. I think that a spiritual awakening oftentimes can be a little bit scary if we are learning, you know, tests of faith. This Four of Cups tells me you're emotionally balanced after a big emotional release and some time alone. And the gift coming for you, and with this Three of Wands, your ability to like act through your virtue is related to this High Priestess, to manifestation. So you're really being called to use just your third eye and vision and your faith to manifest. Judgment. Ten of Swords reverse. Yeah, you went through some sort of gnarly betrayal, and you will have justice for that, even if it just means like making the choice to I'm hearing whistleblower. Some of you might have worked for like a corrupt company or institution, and you're being called to blow the whistle on that. That's part of this holding your virtue. Like you experienced a lot of blowback there. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. So threes and nines. You're almost done with this big, like, sort of awakening, closing out this cycle, getting to a point where you're aligned in your energy bodies, your beliefs, your physical body, emotional, mental, etc. You're there in your alignment, and this cycle's almost done. Related to this betrayal, this huge, big, like, swords, crazy thing that you went through, that you've had to have a lot of strength to get through. Is being had about this. This is related to material attributions, whether that be finances or resources. It's for Scorpios here for this spiritual awakening reading. How can Scorpios manage to ground this energy? Death. Be in your own energy, Scorpio. Welcome the present moment. Be in the present moment. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. You're exactly where you need to be. You're fully in your strength here. And even the like Pope figure right here who's begging death to not take the woman and child. Your idea of what religious, like, or spiritual acumen is has changed. Like, your idea of what it is that the spirit looks like has changed, and that came through in our last reading too, specifically that like nature was a reflection of and that engaging with nature would help for this appreciation of the present moment. Anything else for Scorpios for this read today? I feel like there's something incomplete about this reading, and I think that might have to do with this 9 energy. Burdened. And I think that it's taking down your walls, like the idea of taking down your walls at this time is what you are working on, because you've been betrayed in the past. Oh, sorry. 8 of Wands. Yeah, so you're being encouraged to trust the divine, to trust this process, to be in the moment, to envision what your life would be like in like your perfect manifestation, and to live your life as like an art form, light also, to be in your light, your spiritual light. The burden you're facing here is trusting the divine, especially with your security. Walls, letting yourself be vulnerable, because in the past you haven't had a reason to. You've, if anything, you've had every reason to be strong, to fight, to maintain and have hold on your security. But you're going through a big spiritual transformation, which is allowing you to, like, in a way, let go so that you can expand. And that letting go is extremely uncomfortable, but it's happening quickly. It's happening more quickly than you expect. The Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands. Be here, and your perspective of seeing the desert where the ocean is actually maybe blocking your ability to see how fortunate you are to have gotten through all of this. A lot of people, I'm getting the message that a lot of people don't make it out of this particular cycle. They don't find themselves fortunate after coming out of this particular cycle. You're able to start a new cycle. This Page of Swords is telling me, like, this Page of Swords in connection with the 3 of Pentacles, one of his meanings is Secret Service. This is somebody who's built this church, the church indicating the body, the temple of the body, to house the spirit, and being able to communicate messages or hear messages from spirit in this body, like to pass on to these people who are fortunate or royal, or coming to this person for advice. The World, yes, that cycle is closing out and you're starting a new one. And it's related specifically to like how you venerate what's come before and the dead. And I don't know why that's coming through. Usually the dead isn't like how I read death. It's usually Scorpio, your energy, but it's also, this is telling me like what has passed is like the sacrifice. What has ended is the sacrifice, and maybe you didn't want it to, and you fought very hard to not end this cycle out, and it has ended. And this is you letting go, this 10 of Wands. And the sooner you let go, this perspective will shift for you to see that your ships are coming in, or they are already here. Which feels almost like a really harsh message in this reading, because it feels like you've really been through a lot. Like you're dealing with maybe like a lot of trauma. Let's see. How can Scorpio more easily let go, let down their walls, more easily trust? How can we, why is this Knight of Wands here? Okay. This Knight of Wands came out twice now. And the King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Pentacles is just kind of reiterating this Temperance card for me, and clarifying the Ace of Pentacles reverse, which is telling me that you basically, all these swords, right? You've gone through all of this stuff, overthinking, cruelty, disappointment, sorrow, defeat, just to find yourself in this place of sort of rest or peace, find your golden sword. Your 10 of Swords is past and closed out, and this has led you to your sort of king energy, your divine masculine energy, to be able to wield your thoughts in such a way that you can see and transmute the energy that you're in into whatever energy you'd like to be in, which is like the heart of manifestation. You attract the energy that you're vibrating in. And this may even look like, in a way, like if you've ever seen that movie, I think it's called A Little Princess. She's an orphan, her dad dies, or she thinks her dad dies in the war, and she and her orphan friend are like locked in the attic of this orphanage after they've gotten into some trouble or not been adopted, and they imagine all the things that it is that they want in their lives, and then they actually end up like materializing all of that stuff into their reality, and they get in trouble because the lady from the orphanage comes upstairs and sees all of this finery, and she goes, "What did you guys do? How did you get all this? You must have stolen it." And then her dad ends up arriving on the front step and remembering her after recovering from what we discovered was amnesia. So it's like you're remembering how to be in this energy of like knowing what you deserve and feeling that you are in that energy regardless of your current state, which is why these like bowls are here. This person is like, even his eyes are closed. Like he's got this pentacle, he feels his pentacle, he has his scepter, he feels his rule, he's got his defenses up, like he's got his armor on, but he's also got this cloak with grapes and a crown and a castle in the background, and he's sitting in on his throne. So you're being encouraged to like, I don't want to say delude yourself at all. That's not like, I would never encourage somebody to delude themselves, but like embrace this energy of being as much as you can in the perspective of the vibration that you'd like to match as your world unfolds. And this Knight of Wands tells me that you're going to have inspiration to do that. What's this inspiration, this Knight of Wands? More Hermit energy. Spiritual. It's spiritual inspiration. And it'll come this season, Virgo season coming up. I would do a moon ritual. There's a full moon on, I think, August 30th or 31st, and it's a blue moon. So this might be a really good time for you to do like some kind of offering to your ancestors, a intentional giving of the sacrifice that you made to be in this place of being able to clearly manifest. A lot of the times when we try to manifest, the blockages, like the things that stand between us and what we'd like to manifest, come up for us to work through first. And this reading is telling me that you're in a very fortunate place of having already worked through those blockages, even though you weren't like certain why you were working through them. This is telling me you were working through them so that you could clearly manifest your Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Whoa. For me, I think that your pentacles are directly related to your spirituality, what it is that you're learning right now, this spiritual awakening, whatever it looks like for you. If it's messages from the other side, I just wanted to, I think, bring some confirmation today. I was feeling like there was somebody out there who needed to hear some confirmation, like you're not losing it, like you're very strongly in your own energy, for one, your Scorpio energy, and you're learning how to maintain those boundaries. Maybe before you gave your boundaries over a lot, or you fought to maintain your boundaries, and now you're being called to sit and know that this is what you deserve, that you've worked for it, that it's okay to listen to the messages coming for you and the creative inspirations coming for you through this spiritual alignment, and maybe even through being alone. This is your Ten of Pentacles. Anything else for Scorpio on this Ten of Pentacles energy, this spiritual awakening energy today? Over here, yeah. So your strength what it used to look like was all of this mental energy, overthinking. And this is just confirming with strength reversed here for me. And the Ten of Wands, as it came out in this context of vulnerability, is that your strength is your ability to, trust the universe, to be vulnerable. Basically, I feel like you're in free fall and the universe has plans for you. It's catching you, and it's very severely, highly uncomfortable for you. Sometimes I imagine, I don't know if you ever played like Kingdom Hearts, but one of my favorite games when I was younger was Kingdom Hearts, and like Sora falls into the ocean, and the ocean turns into like big black space, and he like has to face his shadow and the evil sort of entities of the world that are trying to take your heart. And so this also indicates to me that your spiritual strength is and your pentacles, your Ten of Pentacles, is ability in your heart space, healing your heart. Okay, wow. I'm just feeling this really, I don't know, the energy today is like really, it's like spiritual warfare energy. And it's a little bit of like this energy, like something trying to like come through from your past. I think we'll pull an oracle card just to leave it off, because it's weird feelings about that today. I'm gonna drink some water. Let's do the Universal Truths deck. Oh, there's two. And beauty. So caring and beauty, immediately I think of like the beauty way, which is also seeing your life as an art unfolding. You may be having impatience about seeing the end result, and remember that the end result of life is death. So try not to rush whatever it is that you're doing. Enjoy the process. If you're not enjoying the process, you're being encouraged to process or a life that you do enjoy through your third eye, through rest, meditation, prayer. The beauty says, in today's world, we certainly get disturbing messages on what beauty is. The beauty portrayed in our media has nothing to do with the universal concept of beauty. Being divinely beautiful does not have a gender or face. It is a higher vibration of character, grace, integrity, and compassion. When we live life with this dignity, we create a beautiful arena that has a presence of safety, comfort, and openness. This opens the door for ours and another's soul's solace. Through this beauty, love manifests in whatever we do and whomever we touch. Let us face the facts. Real beauty is not made up, it is meaningful. It is not plastic, it is purity. It is not seen, it is felt. It is not power, it is purpose. It is not based on ego, it is based on empathy. Remember, beauty is a rapture that no picture can capture. I like the sayings at the end of these cards. And caring. Caring is a sacred flourishing that restores the soul and heals the heart. Every time we care, we extinguish indifference and diminish separateness. Caring for others is always a means of becoming closer to a perfected programming. This swell of warmth is the strongest weapon against cosmic crisis and global suffering. It is a movement towards a higher form of being steeped with a consciousness that is holiness. Every caring thought or feeling creates a wave of wellness. People do not care how much we know until they know how much we care. Being the hands and heart of heaven comes from a sincere willingness to be responsible for all of mankind. Caring is heaven designed, keeping our hearts aligned and our minds refined. Lovely. Like, just a moment of silence. I don't know why that feels right now. I hope maybe you've, I hope it's not the truth that you've lost somebody, but for those of you who have, I offer my sincerest them for what they brought to you, whatever that is. A message coming through that you are loved. I hear that today. I'm being told that you will resist feeling that way or feeling that that is true. Your immediate reaction will be, no, I'm not, or that, yeah, whatever. But you're really being, I'm really being called to request that you maybe repeat to yourself in a mirror while thinking of your divine consciousness or any moments where you didn't feel loved, and repeat to yourself, I am loved. And it will be probably really uncomfortable, but the more you embrace that energy of being loved, the more we are able as spiritual beings or divinely guided beings to allow that energy outwards. I'm getting just some really powerful, like, messages that there's someone I'm channeling today who is feeling really, if you can, down on the earth today. Feel the way the earth holds us. Feel the way she nurtures as a mother in our lives. And feel the way her firmness grounds you. And really bring your energy into your body and give thanks for firmness of that ground. And every time you get this feeling that the universe has you in a sense of free fall, picture yourself like Odin on the world tree with your roots firmly planted and your runes captured. Fall, but the universe caught you. And you are supported and you are loved. Okay. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here today. I really appreciate you for showing up, for doing the work, and for bringing your energy here, and for sticking with this reading.